PoliceAbuse.com received a complaint from the sister of Calvin Robinson to investigate claims of possible misconduct by the St. Joseph's Police Department. The complaints include unprofessional conduct, mishandling evidence, perjury, and falsifying a police report. Calvin E. Robinson Jr. died on December 25, 2015, at the age of 34 years old. The specifics of his passing shrouded in mystery. Calvin Skip Robinson was a family man and resided near Kansas City, Missouri. Between the AM hours of 2 and 3, Mr. Robinson was pursued by Officer Miller, car 27, for allegedly driving at high speeds. According to Officer Miller in car 27, Mr. Robinson was traveling over 30 miles an hour above the speed limit when he turned onto Hiley Street and North 17th Street. This footage displays Officer Miller's brief description of the moments directly before video shows Mr. Robinson's accident. Officer Miller approaches in car 27 and informs dispatch.
107. Just had a white Ford Explorer, extremely high rate of speed, going down to Frederick, took Hiley, not pursuing.
Okay.
When Officer Miller arrived on scene, he observed the car was on fire. A female officer, believed to be Officer Pettyjohn, quickly joined him, but they did not remove Mr. Robinson from the vehicle despite his visible injuries. You can hear the officers attempting to communicate with Mr. Robinson while EMS is en route.
You gotta stay with us.
EMS and fire rescue arrive on scene. There seems to be little to no rush to assist Mr. Robinson, despite him still being alive. At this point, the officers on scene include Officer Zachary Kraft, Kylie Pettyjohn, Officer Miller, Officer Robinson, Officer Paul Robert, and Gary Scott. Officers continue to try and keep Mr. Robinson talking, but we cannot hear if he is responding. Officer Miller begins recounting his testimony to the others.
I checked him at 60 back there, so no telling how quick he was when he hit the wall, but...
Banter about the situation occurs from the different officers on scene.
Oh yeah, oh no doubt. I knew you were fucking do that. I knew it. Unrestrained, and he had to have been doing 80 when he hit that wall. Yeah. It's not on fire no more, though. No, it's not on fire. Two of them.
Officer Miller begins to recount what happened to either EMS or a fellow officer.
I checked him clear up on Frederick, and I turned around, I lit up, and I started to try to catch up, and then I was like, no way. Well, I saw him jump off on Hiley. I thought, all right, I'm done. I'm not chasing. So I shut down, stopped at the light, came on through, and as I hit the intersection right there, I was ultimate. Yeah. When I heard you get back on, yeah. I mean, I was like, yeah. And in my mind, I was like, he hit the wall. Yeah. I knew it.
I saw you flip around on him.
Yeah.
I saw you flip.
Sportage, I think. He's trying to make this turn. I'm like, running. Yeah. What are you looking for? Oh, are you running him? Yeah.
According to police reports, traffic reconstruction began around this time, aka reconstructing how the event occurred.
Totally awesome. Do you have his ID?
No, I gave it to Kelly.
Okay.
Calvin E. Robinson Jr. was pronounced dead at the hospital around 5:30 a.m. in the morning. The police informed his sister of his passing around 8:30 a.m. 6 days later, on the 31st, Calvin's sister received his property from the funeral home. She noticed that his debit card, wallet, and cell phone were missing, adding confusion to her brother's passing.
How do I describe the pain and the agony of thinking that someone did something to my brother and just wanting simple answers and not able to obtain them?
In part 2 of Mr. Robinson's case, we investigate evidence leading to the missing items, a questionable police report, 3 years of failed communications, and the appearance of one officer in a racially charged music video.